This is still the best damn football show on the internet.
Real ones rumble, Melon Moolich on the mic, watch the whole field crumble. Breaking down the blitz, every play, every struggle. This the hardest in the game. Welcome inside the huddle. Step inside the huddle. Step inside the huddle. Step inside the huddle. Welcome inside the huddle. Step inside the huddle. Step inside the huddle. Step inside the huddle. Welcome inside the huddle. Yeah, we crash like linebackers hitting full speed collisions, calling out the truth, no fluff, just precision. Mel letting loose with the facts, no missing. Religious bringing heat like a fourth down mission. From the kickoff to the last second breath, we analyze the grind every inch, every step. This a battlefield where legends get muscle. And if you want the real talk, step inside the huddle. What the fuck? Step inside the huddle where the real ones rumble. Melon Moolich on the mic, watch the whole field crumble. Breaking down the blitz, every play, every struggle. This the hardest in the game. Welcome inside the huddle.
What's good? What's popping? It's your boys. It's a football Friday. I know we late, but hey, shit happens. Yeah, happy New Year.
Ain't no New Year, new us, man. We still the same motherfuckers from last year.
Yeah, CP time all the time.
You know?
Yeah, so we're gonna have some fun today, of course. That's what we do. We're gonna talk our shit. It's a new year, but you know, like Moses just said, we're not gonna change it. We're just gonna get better. We elevate.
You know what I mean? That's all it is.
We're gonna elevate this. And speaking of elevation, we got college football. It's gonna be college football heavy in the beginning. A lot of college football because it's bowl season, college football playoffs, a lot of things going on in the college world right now. Definitely gonna tap into the NFL like we normally do. But let's get this college off our chest real quick.
Yeah, got some things to talk about.
Good and bad for me, you know, because me being the Michigan man that I am, and
Yep.
But I'm an Arch Manning fan, so
Also true. Yep.
bittersweet.
Definitely understand why.
Go Arch. So I want a lot of people, especially in the beginning of the season, when they were saying how Arch, he's not living up to the hype. He's not this. He's not that. He's overhyped. He's all of the things. But you see what happens when someone actually gets reps, can actually play the game of football, have time to develop into whatever it is that they're getting ready to do. Arch Manning in that game, 232 yards, I think it was, 2 touchdowns in the air, 155 yards rushing, 2 touchdowns.
Wow. It's pretty solid stats for somebody who couldn't play.
Against a really good Michigan defense.
You know? Again, for somebody who they say couldn't play. Like me and Mel said before, you know, the season started, when everybody was trying to say that all the hype that Arch was getting wasn't warranted, right? And then as the season progressed, a lot of people were trying to call him bad, or people trying to say that he wasn't a good quarterback. Well, this is what we said. You only get better at playing quarterback by playing football and playing quarterback, and he's been doing so, right? And I think that Texas is doing it the right way with letting him struggle early, right? Letting him see the field for himself as his own type of quarterback, and then letting the offense come to him and letting the offense gel, because this is a young team, right? A lot of their guys left in the draft a few years ago, right? Or last year. So they don't have the same guys that were all on a team that can gel and have that chemistry that's going to push them forward and make them look successful, especially on the offensive side of the ball. So this is what happens when you stay the course with your young quarterback and help guide him along in the offense or in a way that is going to help him be successful. And we've seen as the season went on and the season progressed, Arch went from not looking good to looking very, very good. And now we see going into next year, because everybody thought that he was going to come out this year, when I've been screaming to the heavens, no, he's not. And like me and Mel said, the reason why he is not, is because not only his dad, but because of his uncles. We screamed that, and y'all didn't want to believe us because y'all thought that he was coming out. We told y'all he's not coming out, so stop with that. He'll be in college for a whole another year, maybe two.
Maybe two.
So, with that being said, yeah, this is the right way. This is how you casually guide your quarterback along, knowing the type of athlete he is, knowing his strengths, knowing his weaknesses, but just letting the development come to him and letting the offense gel with the young guys that they have.
Right. And speaking of, a lot of things, like they clocked him on that touchdown run at about almost 22 miles an hour.
Wouldn't be his first time either.
Wouldn't be the first time. He's a quarterback. He was moving at Lamar Jackson speed.
Yeah.
Just so y'all know. Like, think of Peyton Manning. Like, we always said, like, the most dangerous shit you could possibly have is like if you combined Michael Vick and Peyton Manning.
Yeah, like if you gave Peyton a little bit of speed.
This is what we're looking at Arch.
There you go.
Like,
there you go.
And like we said, like, they said no Manning has ever left college early. So he's going to be there for at least another year.
Mm-hmm.
I would almost venture to say he'll be there for another 2 years.
Yeah, that's not crazy to say. I think just looking at how Cooper has been highly involved in his recruiting, how he's been highly involved in him going on to the next level, and him at Texas, not to mention Peyton and Eli. Yeah, no, I think he's there honestly for about 2 more years.
Yeah, and because I think he's going to want to do something that Texas hasn't done in a while.
Mm-hmm.
And that's win a national championship.
And shoot, and if it's his dad or his uncle, right?
Right. And that is to bring a national championship to the Manning household.
Exactly.
Let's talk about the Michigan side of all of this real quick. I'm still going to stand on this. I'm not going to waver on it any bit. Bryce Underwood is not the quarterback for Michigan. I didn't, and it's not to say he's not a good quarterback. I'm just saying for Michigan,
yes,
he's not the quarterback for Michigan.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah.
The kid that is on the team that is the Michigan quarterback is Jaden Davis. Jaden Davis needs to get the football. And I'm going to keep saying this until he gets the goddamn football.
Yeah. So he gets the keys. That's what we're going to keep saying.
Yeah.
It's apparent.
The best thing that can happen to Michigan is that Bryce Underwood enters the transfer portal and goes to LSU.
Yep.
That'd be the best thing to happen for him.
Yeah.
Jaden Davis is the guy. Trust. I a lot of people probably don't know who Jaden Davis is. Probably don't care who Jaden Davis is, and that's fine. Football is what we do. The kid is good. He was a top 5 prospect a couple years ago coming out of North Carolina. The kid is good.
Yeah, he can play.
Good.
Really, really good.
That was the last quarterback Jim Harbaugh recruited.
Yeah, this is true.
So I think that would be the best thing to happen to Michigan if Bryce Underwood did enter the transfer portal. Give Jaden Davis the ball. I like Michigan as a team. The running back, Haynes, what's his name? Justice Hayes.
Yep.
He's going to be a star.
Yeah, no, he's going to be really good.
He's a star. Marshall, I like. He's going to be a star. The backfield is very good. Let me see. I don't know if Samaj Morgan. I don't know if he's coming back next year. He might enter the draft, but he's a star. Michigan has a very good team. Very good team. We'll get into Ohio State here in a minute. Yeah. But back to the Texas game. It was kind of, neck and neck going into the half, and then Texas blew the doors off in the third.
Yep. Kind of seeing how, just how, like I said, the development of the team and just how everybody started to really come together and how it looked compared to a week 3 or a week 4. And honestly, it looks like a team that
I would,
potential.
from an Oklahoma fan, I would expect that.
I was going to say this sounds on par from
I
Oklahoma.
would expect that. I would expect that. But thank you for joining the show. I appreciate you. Matter of fact, I'm gonna have some stuff on an Oklahoma player one, Adrian Peterson, in a minute. Like once we get to the football of it all.
And I really don't think y'all should be talking. You should be talking that much. I mean, yeah, I get it. Y'all made the playoffs and Texas didn't, but y'all also did give up a 17-point lead.
Y'all should have beat Alabama first.
So,
yeah, you should have. But I'm gonna give Sarkisian his respect. He's doing a good job with Arch. This is what you expect from an offensive-minded head coach and a guy who's very good with quarterbacks. You want the slow burn. You don't want it to be something crazy big right off the top because you don't know if the quarterback can sustain it. So watching the gradual development and growth of Arch is a very good thing, and I appreciate him for doing that. It's only going to make Arch better in the future for it.
So what you're supposed to do. This is how you're supposed to develop your young quarterback and bring him along casually. With a lot of the, like I said, the young players that they have on the team, they got a lot of true freshmen. They got a lot of redshirt freshmen. This is how you bring, and this is how you incorporate your young quarterback into the offense. And then by next year, we're going to see them firing off on all cylinders.
Yeah, I mean, Texas is going to be a problem. The SEC is going to have a big problem because I don't think the teams that normally run the SEC are going to run the SEC moving forward.
I think a lot of changing though. I'm not gonna lie to you, not just with the SEC, but I think with college football, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think that with obviously the transfer portal, coaches going.
Yeah, we're gonna get to Indiana as soon as Moolage is.
Yeah, no, we can talk about Indiana, but a coach is going a plethora of places. I just don't think that, like we said a few years ago, we talked about a few years ago, people aren't enticed by just the name of the SEC now.
No, and I think the NIL situation we also talked about, it evened out the playing field because there's schools that got bigger pockets than the schools in the SEC.
Yeah. And
so they're able to open up their wallet and get the kids that they couldn't get before just off of regular recruiting.
Exactly. Like a lot of people don't really understand that aspect of it. And when it comes to off the field activities, when it comes to outside environment, a lot of this stuff matters, right? So it's not surprising me that a historical school like Iowa is losing all of their recruits.
Mm-hmm.
Like you guys can't be surprised by that, right? Two of Miami, two of USC, two of somewhere in Texas where the livelihood is like this is what a lot of these kids are chasing now, right? They're not just chasing the lore or the name of the SEC or the Big Ten, like they're chasing what the school and what the environment around them can provide, right? Because it's brand recognition. Now it's I'm an entrepreneur. Now I got to build this brand. Now it's advertising. Like it's a lot of stuff that goes into it now. So you can't just be like, oh well, yeah, it's Alabama, it's the SEC. They're gonna be like, so.
I'm got nothing to do with that.
So what?
I got nothing to do with that. Like, see, people forget. Like Tulane. Like I'm gonna talk about Tulane in a minute.
Yep.
As well as James Madison. A little bit, because people forget Tulane is in New Orleans. A lot of money there.
A lot of money there. A lot of opportunity there. The environment. I know a lot of people talk about the outside environment, but the livelihood, the food, the music, the culture of New Orleans. Like, there's a lot. There's a reason why Alvin Kamara don't want to leave.
And they have a decent alumni base that can help them out, like that wasn't able to do the things that they are able to do now before. That's why you can see them they're creeping up. You can see it ever since the NIL stuff happened. You see a team, you see a school like Tulane start to creep up. You see a school
like
North Texas, because there's a lot of money in the state of Texas.
Yeah, there's a lot of money in the state of Texas, and it's not just coming out of Houston. It's not just coming out of Dallas. If you keep going up a lot more north, where Texas Tech is a little bit, they got money out there. There's oil fields and stuff out there. Oil owners, they got land and money.
They went to those schools.
and they went to those schools and they just willing to throw. Just a lot of the times y'all forget a lot of these schools have their own Phil Knight. Phil Knight ain't the only one who went to a college and got money now.
Right.
A
Now,
lot of these schools do.
See, the difference with Phil Knight is that his apparel company, Nike, was able to incorporate, with the uniforms and stuff like that. But now with NIL, all them big oil guys in Texas. Have y'all seen the last couple of years of Texas football recruiting?
Literally.
One of the alumni owns a Lamborghini dealership in Texas. All of the incoming freshmen that are on that team get Lambos. I'm saying if I'm 18, 19 years old and y'all gonna give me a Lambo truck,
yeah,
I'm gonna do
y'all
that.
wonder why. This is the thing. Everybody wonder why USC constantly looks good offensively, right? Well, you're in Los Angeles. What do we have to present you in Los Angeles?
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay. Now, let's get to something totally on the opposite end of the NIL stuff. Coaching. I'd say coaching is a very important thing in all of this.
Yes.
Shout out to this guy.
How do you convince the players that you're playing this team, you're not playing all that tradition?
You probably know more about the Mystique than they do. I mean, our guys just know what they see on tape.
Yeah. And what he saw on tape is that Alabama is ass.
Yep. Trash.
Big booty.
Trash.
Big Nicki Minaj booty. That is what they saw. And the SEC ain't too far. The rest of the SEC is not far behind. And that's good coaching. The team will take on the personality of the head coach. I'm trying to explain this to y'all. That team got swag. That team is hard working. That team don't give a fuck about nothing. Do you know why? Because the head coach don't. Head coach don't give two shits about nothing but winning football games.
Yeah. Yeah. You want to know why? There's a reason as to why, right? And this is the, I guess the creme de la creme, right? There's a reason as to why we have the matchups that we have. Let's just be honest, right? You look at all the coaches and where they came from. There's one guy who's at the top, and looking at the Indiana coach's mentality and the way he coaches and the way his team plays, it's not really surprising as to why Indiana is where they are, why Ole Miss is where they are, even after losing Lane Kiffin, still having an Alabama coach on that team. Obviously, we
wasn't more
right?
than wasn't like six of them like Saban coaches or some shit.
Yeah, and all four of them. Now there's still all four of them now are the ones that are playing for the national championship, and then the last round there were still two more. So
yeah, I
mean, it's when you preach football, when you talk ball, just pure football, and guys don't care about the glit and the glamour and all this. You heard what he said, man. You probably know more than we do. All they know is what they see on tape. All they know is football, and that's all I do here is football. We win in football games. We don't care about all the extra stuff. We'll line it up, and whoever come out on top is who come out on top. But just know you can get our best goddamn game.
Yeah, and Ty Simpson and the rest of them Alabama dudes. Hey, y'all suck.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, y'all shouldn't have been there in the first place. That's just me.
Yeah.
You should have lost. I mean, you shouldn't have been in the playoff in the first place.
There we go.
That's me. You should have lost to Oklahoma, but you didn't. And Indiana pretty much did what you did.
Yeah.
Andre, you are ridiculous.
They play a better brand of football. They play more disciplined. They play fast. They play fiery. They play physical. And it seems like the whole game, Alabama just wasn't ready for it.
They played. You know what they did? And this is what I kept trying to tell people before. The Big Ten is a different brand of football.
It is.
It's a different brand of football. everybody wants to talk about, oh, the SEC is tough, and not really. I mean, it is. It was.
It was.
But the Big Ten has always been a tough matchup for the SEC.
Yeah. It's always
because they don't back down.
Yeah, they don't run from a fight, right? And I think a lot of people, like I said, the lore of the SEC, the name of the SEC, a lot of the times it gets people, right? And and I get it, like Mel said, but back in the day, you can say that. You can legitimately say that there were teams in the SEC that garnered that respect. But this is the thing that I don't like about that, right? If we're gonna say that, then we can't say the whole SEC. Right, because the whole SEC isn't competitive. When we talk about the SEC, we talk about the SC3, right? We only talk about a few teams. We only talk. You don't talk about.
Okay, I thought you were saying Texas was ass. But
yeah, no,
I got it.
That's why I never. Whenever people bring up the SEC or Alabama and strength of schedule, oh, they play in the SEC. So what is that?
They don't play a lot of out of conference games.
Like Mercer plays in the SEC. So what? Y'all are gonna sit here and tell me that Mercer and freaking all these other small SEC schools that ain't worth a damn is matters on strength of schedule when you got Big 10 games, Big 12 games, and they're literally playing top 5, top 10 matchups, top 25 matchups week after week after week after week. Ohio State, Michigan, this school. That's like there's just all of them, and then with the interchanging of conferences, you got USC over here now. All the like.
Yeah, they basically combined the Pac-12 and the Big Ten.
Yeah, like that to me, that's more of a difficult run than somebody seeing LSU once, Auburn once, and Auburn's not guaranteed to really be good. So you're really only true competition, I guess, going forward is LSU, and then Oklahoma, possibly Texas, of course, right? But you can't sit up there and say that strength of schedule matters when you're only playing 2 or 3 good teams, and every other team is trash.
Right, but that's why that's the Notre Dame problem. That's why Notre Dame gets exposed every single time they get into the playoff or whatever it may be, is because you end up having to play real competition. You haven't played real competition all year.
Literally. And I think Alabama got bailed out by that a lot, right? Because they were just a really good team and a dominant team. But I think a lot of people fell into that lore of, oh, well, they're Alabama. Oh, well, they're LSU. They play in the SEC. So what? Like, because what does that mean?
What they do is what ends up happening is those teams never end up really having to play other teams too much, because once they got to the playoff, they were playing other SEC teams.
Mm-hmm.
Teams that they were used to playing anyway.
The same team that they were playing. So it's like I really don't see the point when it comes to even saying that, because like, so what? They play LSU and Auburn, and those are only 2 teams that are competing against them, because all the other teams really ain't worth a damn. But then once now they deserve to be in our straight schedule, but then once they get in, we have another team that's annexed, but that team will have played fucking Miami, that team will have played USC, that team will have played a fucking Baylor, that's a top 10 team, that team had to play Oklahoma State. It's not like this shit. It would be actually crazy to the strength of schedule that a Big 10 or a Big 12 team will have to go through, literally the whole team, but then they'll sit up there and literally look you dead in your face. They will look you dead in your eyes, straight to your soul, and tell you that Alabama had a more difficult strength of schedule with Missouri and Mercer on a goddamn schedule, and both those teams ain't had a combined record of 500 in over 10 years.
Right, but that's I think at some point we're gonna have to change how we view the conferences, because they end up playing 13 games during the season.
Yep.
The way I would do it, you will play. I mean, I think they do it that way now. I think they play like 7 conference games, but you got to do something about the non-conference schedule.
Yeah, you have to. You absolutely have to.
You can't go and then Alabama. Hold on. Let's run through Alabama's schedule real quick. Alabama this season played Florida State, lost. University of Louisiana Monroe, Wisconsin, Georgia, Vanderbilt, Missouri, Tennessee, South Carolina, LSU, Oklahoma, Eastern Illinois, Auburn, Georgia, and then played Oklahoma in the SEC championship game.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there's going to be people that says, well, that's a tough schedule. It's not really a tough schedule.
I was gonna say, is it really?
It's really not. South Carolina was ass all year. LSU
Trash.
was ass all year. It depends on how you really feel about Missouri being ranked 14th. I don't believe they were really that good this year.
They're never that good. They always look crazy good the first 5 weeks of the season, and then after that,
yeah. Auburn was ass all year. The fact that they lost to Florida State is crazy work.
first game of the season, lost to Florida State.
Yeah. And Wisconsin, Big Ten team, I know I just said that the Big Ten is tough, but Wisconsin's not one of those teams.
It's not one of those teams.
So it's a lot of name and Tennessee, depending on how you feel about Tennessee.
The biggest of frauds.
Yeah. So they wasn't really playing anybody that was noteworthy, and they were struggling a lot. And if Vanderbilt is Vanderbilt. We're gonna get to Vanderbilt in a second. But they weren't really tested. That's why they were able to just skate past. Like a lot of these games were tight games, like a 3-point game with Missouri, 3-point game with Georgia. South Carolina was a touchdown away. They lost to Oklahoma the first time. A touchdown game between Auburn. Like these team was not that good. It's really not that good. But I do believe at some point. Matter of fact, I'm gonna hold on to that. Let's get to the third game, and then we'll get to my thoughts on the whole college football situation. The second belt to ass game.
I told y'all not to come to this stadium. We put belt to ass. We get it every week. We keep doing it.
All right, now. Again, y'all know I said the Big Ten is tough. But I hate Ohio State, so I'm a Michigan guy. I told you in the beginning, this meant a lot to me because fuck Ohio State, fuck Ryan Day, everybody. I hope he gets fired tomorrow.
Oh my gosh, that shit. Mike is
losing to Carson Beck is insane. Miami's not that good.
Miami's not good. Well, I mean, their defense is good. Their offense.
The defense is solid.
Yeah, really good.
That offense is garbage.
Offense is trash. This is and it's crazy because okay, like I'm honestly disappointed. I'm disappointed a little bit. Just a little bit in Ohio State because I thought their defense would show up a lot better than that. Because come on, you got Carson Beck on the other side. Like Carson and everybody.
He's a walking turnover.
Literally, it's a walking interception. If there's anybody who's going to give you one outside of Tua Tagovailoa, it's Carson Beck. It's crazy. So I mean, just disappointed about that a little bit. But other than that, I'm not gonna lie to you. Ohio State was never in that game.
No.
They were never in that game. I'm talking about from the jump. From the start, they were never in that game. As soon as them clocks and that first kickoff, I was like, oh yeah, no, they're cooked. They are cooked. Something in their mentality, the way they were moving, especially on that first kickoff, and then you see that first drive, I was like, yeah, no.
Their coach is a fucking pussy.
Yeah,
that's what he's terrible. I hate Ryan Day is garbage.
Yeah,
Garbage.
I knew it.
And I tell you, like I said, coaching matters, and he's not a good coach. He is not a good coach.
And as soon as I seen that turnover, I was like, yeah, no, it's bad. They're done. They're cooked at this point. They're absolutely cooked. I'm not gonna lie, because it was up that after that 7-0 drive, right, and then they get the ball and then they didn't score. Now, I understand they has a few flashy plays to Jeremiah Smith, right, but outside of that, the run game was non-existent. After they bracketed as Jeremiah, they really had nobody else to kind of go to.
Oh, wait a minute. They didn't have – I thought Carnell Tate was – no? I thought Carnell Tate was like that. I thought, he was the one that said that they were better than Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson.
3 for 37 is like that?
That's what he said. I never said that.
Okay. I'm just asking Carnell because you was talking like you was
talking big shit.
Yeah. And once they bottled it, once they started bracketing your boy, he still came with 7 for 157 in the tug. Once they started bracketing him though, everybody else was non-existent because they couldn't run the ball. They obviously couldn't get the pass game going outside of Jeremiah. So I mean, yeah, I knew it. Yeah. After they threw that pick six, I was like, yep, no, they're cooked. They lost this game already.
Yeah, and the thing with Julian saying is the opposite of what we've seen with Arch. Julian saying came out and and everybody was like, oh, look how good he is, look how good he looks, and da da da. But as the season went on, we did not see any progression.
He literally stayed the same.
Stayed the same. That was it. He didn't get better. He didn't get too much. I mean, he dipped a couple games, but pretty much he was the same.
Yeah, literally stayed the same. Didn't see anything better, didn't see anything worse, just kind of stayed the same.
Yeah. And Ohio State in itself is just blah. And losing to Miami, this is not like the Miami I grew up watching. This is not that. It's not a dynamic offense with a lights out defense. Like this is not what this is.
Nah.
This isn't the U. This isn't the U.
This does mean something though. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Because the way that Jeremiah was talking, you mean to tell me that if Miami going to win the national championship, they're not gonna play top dollar to get their boy hometown back where he's from?
Now, you want Ryan Day to get fired? Let Jeremiah Smith end up in Miami. You want he's fired the next day.
All I'm saying is, young boy was talking crazy. He said if Miami was playing like this, he would have went there out of high school. Then they go on and get their ass kicked, and he's all chummy and buddy with all his high school friends that it did end up going to Miami. Miami top 4 right now, potentially going to win the national championship. Mario Cristobal gets a shit ton of NIL money, a shit ton of. We already know. We see the alumni. We're not gonna act like we don't know who the alumni is. They sit right there on the goddamn sideline.
Yep.
You mean to tell me that they not gonna coordinate and piece up some things and be like, yeah. So with Carson Beck leaving next year, and the transfer portal full of all these athletes, yeah. I mean, Ohio State, y'all might. I'm not saying it's gonna happen. And I don't know, Mel might be actually happy about this, but I'm not saying it's gonna happen. But y'all might in the next few years start to suffer the Alabama curse or the NIL curse, right? A lot of people are going to Ohio State because of the lore or the name of Ohio State. Y'all gonna lose out on some players because a lot of people are gonna want to go to some other places.
Well, the fact that they got Jeremiah Smith, they paid a shit ton of money to get his ass there.
True. Him, Caleb Downs, you feel me? Yeah, Carnell, all them boys over there. Yeah, they did.
Yeah, y'all paid a lot of money to get him there. But if the U wants to be the U, they're gonna end up doing that same thing. And you got the Miami life with that money, the alumni,
the culture, the name, right? And I get it. It's the Ohio State.
Look, if they go back to being a Nike school, it's over.
Oh, it's over. It's over. It's big over if they go back to be a Nike school.
If they go back to being a Nike or a Jordan brand school,
Yeah.
done. Oh,
All I'm saying is crazy things have happened, man, and don't be surprised if we see a young bull make a crazy decision, especially after what just happened.
mm-hmm. The other game, speaking of Nike schools, Oregon, Texas Tech. Texas Tech don't have an offense. I don't know what.
Yeah, I mean, we said it was gonna happen. We literally said it. Like they don't got an offense. The defense is good, right? The defense is really good. I think there's gonna be a lot of first round players that's gonna come off that defense, but they don't got no offense. And it was just kind of just expecting or just waiting to see when Oregon was gonna blow up in the game. They never truly did, but I was more watching it to evaluate Dante and the receivers and the O-line more than anything, because I knew they were going to go on and win the game, but it was more just the O-line, how they're going to do against that D-line and that pass rush and those linebackers. Dante, obviously, because the Raiders are looking for a quarterback, and if he comes out this year, he's obviously going to be on the top on the one on the top of the list. And then the receivers, because the Raiders obviously can't hurt to grab another receiver.
And that's what I was looking at. I want to see what Dante Moore looks. I didn't pay too much attention to him during the season until his name started getting chatter about the Raiders, of course, wanting to draft him. But I think he said he's going to wait till after the college football playoff to make his decision. I don't think he's coming out this year.
I don't think so either. I think he stays.
Yeah, I think he stays in college another year. I do like the tight end. What's his name? Is it Kenyon Sadiq?
I know that they got a few really good players over there.
Kenyon Sadiq is the tight end. I think that's what I'm talking about. I know the Raiders don't need another tight end, but he fits the mold. I mean, I want them to go and get the dude from Ohio State, the defensive end.
Yeah, either him or the dude from Texas Tech.
Well, I think they can get the linebacker later in the draft. I don't think he's going to go high in the draft. At least when I say high, I mean I don't think he's going to go in the first 2 rounds.
Yeah, that's true.
But Dante Moore was efficient, nothing crazy, didn't jump off the screen or anything like that. Solid. I want to see more, so I hope he stays in college and gets another year. Regardless, I don't. If we'll get to the Raiders and what they can do next year, at the end of this year. What was your feelings on your boy Dylan Pavia against Iowa?
And what's crazy is they lost. Y'all niggas lost, bro. Like this is what I be talking about, dog. Like,
I mean, the numbers will look crazy, but he got fucked up. I think he threw for like 300 yards, and 3 touchdowns, but he was getting fucked up.
He's always thrown for that much. Like his numbers always look crazy. He threw for 5 or for 4K this year. Had the most touchdowns. Like Diego has always thrown or always had crazy numbers, right? And I think that was part of their deal when he came to Vanderbilt, is to make him look better than what he really is. But like I said, bro, if you were that good, you would have won Heisman. If you were that good, you would have led your team to the playoffs. If you were that good, you would have beat Iowa passing for 300 fucking yards, dog. A lot of the times, a lot of the losses, they beat on you, and you be trying to blame it on, put it on other people and pass off the blame. And no, they be on you. You make bad decisions in certain moments of the game, and it costs your team. It is what it is, right? Yeah. You want to sit up there and play victim, and they should have voted for me, and no, you're not. You need to humble yourself real quick because you're not that good. The quicker that you do is when you can start to take the journey to actually be good, because you have talent. You just have to know what the fuck to do with it. Right now, you don't know what the fuck to do with it except use your mouth.
Yeah. You saw he's suing now?
Yeah. Like a dickhead, bro. Shut up and play football. This is what you this is your problem. You talk too much.
He's trying to get another year of eligibility so he can go back, so he can come back to Vanderbilt next year.
You've been in college for 10 years. 10 years, bro. At this point, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I've been saying this for years, bro. It comes to a certain point in time where niggas be scared to go to the NFL.
Well, him, I understand. You're a 5'8" quarterback, dog. Like you're not a pro quarterback. There's nothing about you that says pro quarterback. Not one thing.
And like I said, if you was good, you probably would have won Heisman because we've seen short quarterbacks go on and win Heisman. Shit, Bryce did it.
Yeah, but he's not as good as Bryce.
There you go. I was gonna say we've seen it. Like I said, if you was that good, you probably would have won Heisman. We've seen small quarterbacks not be super tall and go on and win Heisman, i.e. Bryce Young. You're just not good.
Keeping it college, I got to give a shout out to my man. This is my guy, the legend, Reese Davis.
You got to know your intent, you got to know your mechanics, and you got to know your problems. It's an easy acronym to remember, just P-I-M, problems. Oh. Acronyms can be dangerous.
I'm not trying to get the copyright. I got music playing on the back end of it. Reese Davis gave us another one. It was like let a naysayer know a couple years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Now we got Pimp.
Yeah, now we got the PIMP, man. Yes, sir.
So
you can't get it out.
What is your opinion on if the NCAA should have a separate college football playoff for the what do you call them, the G5, the Group 5?
Yeah.
Or should they change the format altogether and reward conference champions?
Well, this is kind of been my thing, right? Because I've been seeing this take on TikTok, and I've been seeing it on various sports media outlets. And here's what I'll say. First and foremost, we can't complain about smaller schools or schools that we never really heard of or schools that we don't think is going to make the playoffs or going to be competitive for national championship. We can't complain about them being in the running for the national championship. Or well, they're all of a sudden now they're in the running now because the conference, like y'all realize they've always been in the running to do so, right? It's just the committee has always been so Alabama, LSU, they've always been so popular school heavy to the point where the other schools don't really get the name or the recognition like that, right? So they've always been in the running to compete for the national championship. Like, I don't understand. I heard just one crazy take to where, oh, well, they changed the system to where now Tulane and North Texas can. They've always been able to compete for the national championship. Like
right.
Cincinnati, TCU, et cetera, they've always been able to do this, right? So even back in the day where you had USC, Nebraska, et cetera, this has never changed, okay? Even with the old system, it's never changed, okay? They just expanded the playoffs to where now you can
have a shot to actually get in it.
Exactly. You can have a lot more teams get in. So here's the thing, right? That's a contradiction. We can't complain about seeing the same old schools in the playoffs, but then once other schools prove that they deserve to be in the playoffs, we complain that they shouldn't be in the goddamn playoffs. Like we can't do that. If that's the case, if y'all don't want to see these schools based off of their name and just their name alone, then we need to make a separate conference for these teams, just like the FCS does, right? And have them go on and get their own trophy. Because if y'all don't want to see these teams because, oh, it's James Madison, it's Tulane, and okay, well, if that's the case, then put their ass in another conference. But if we gonna sit up there and bitch and moan about it, yeah, make another conference. But if not, shut up. Let these teams gradually get better as they have been doing, and let them continue to compete. Because now, guess what? We're seeing the competition. Because like me and Mel said earlier, a lot of these guys aren't going to just go to the Ohio States or the Alabamas just based off name. They're going to go to North Texas. They're going to go to Tulane. They're going to go to the other smaller schools because guess what? Them schools got money too, and they want to see their teams win too and be competitive.
Yeah. What's up, T3? I say this. Hear me out on this. Tell me what you think. Okay. If I'm a component of I would take all of the conference champions first. Those are the teams that get into the college football playoff. Those teams, because if you got to put emphasis on winning your conference. Period.
True. You have to reward somebody for that.
And I don't care who wins. I don't care who wins Conference USA. I don't care who wins the Mountain West. I don't care about none of that. If they win, they should have a chance to play for the national championship.
Yep.
Or we do this. Y'all can have the Power Five slug it out. Have the Power Five slug it out. They have a national championship. Put the G5, let them get their playoff, let them slug it out over there. Have each team from those conferences, from those playoff brackets, play for an actual national championship.
Yeah. And bring back the diamond football. Bring back the glass football. Yeah. Make that the trophy, right? They can have
you have a G5 versus a Power 5 national championship.
Yeah, and you can call it that. We can simplify it and be like, okay, well, they're competing for the G5 trophy, they're competing for the Power 5 trophy, and then once they come together and those prospective two winners, they'll meet for the national championship, and they can get that beautiful glass diamond trophy football that we had, and not this. You know what I mean?
I don't know what that is.
New shit.
Yeah,
So the new trophy, I don't like it. Keep that as the G5 or the Power 5 trophy, but for the national trophy, the national championship, bring back the glass crystal football.
Yep.
Because it was beautifully,
it was just better.
Aesthetically pleasing. You know what I mean? It was just better. Okay. But I do like that. I'm not gonna lie to you. I like that, right? Give them the opportunity to, at the end of the day, compete, right? And everybody wants to sit up there and act like like we said, these conferences are just some magic, crazy levels of competition. Before they used to be. Now they're not. Conferences are more even or more level than ever.
Yep.
For athletes everywhere. So I do believe that when you have a lot of these guys that go to these different schools, don't be surprised if you see one of these smaller schools beat one of these bigger schools.
And what you would do is those G5 schools that'll play in those types of bowl games and for their championship, they get paid to go to those. So now they get more money that goes to those smaller schools that they can use to recruit some of the big. Because I'm pretty sure Tulane can grab a 3-star kid that wants to go to LSU if they got some of the resources. They ain't got to get all of them. They just got to get one or two.
Just got to get a few of them. That's it. That's all I need.
Yeah. And then they can slowly build out their program. Mm-hmm. North Texas can slowly build out their program. James Madison can slowly build out their program. All of these smaller schools can slowly build out their programs to where they can actually compete realistically against the Power 5s.
Yep.
Because the talent gap is not going to be that drastic.
Exactly. Because they'll be in those G5 schools. They'll be at those G5 schools, right? Yeah. And a lot of times people forget that the kids that don't go to the Power 5 schools, they end up at these smaller schools. And y'all wonder why those schools are so good or because they got a quarterback that was recruited by LSU but chose not to go there or didn't get the scholarship or didn't get the NIL, so he left, right? Why is this? They had a receiver that was supposed to go to Ohio State, but some crazy stuff happened, so he ended up here. That doesn't take away from their athletic ability. That doesn't take away from who they are. That just takes away from the school that they were supposed to go to. But then going to another school and landing in another school, there's a superstar. Now they're going to build around them.
We've seen the Boise's and the UNLVs now. Schools that were smaller schools that are getting these 4- and 5-star recruits. Because a school like UNLV alumni base is crazy. They got money. They can bring some of the kids that weren't playing in Michigan, that weren't playing in Oregon, that weren't playing in USC. Just come over here.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh, you didn't get into what? You ain't get. They didn't offer you. Oh, I'm checking over here for you. What you mean? Yeah. What? Oh, you didn't get into Michigan? Oh, say less. Come on down here to Central Michigan. We got house, crib, and fan NIL deal for you. Oh, okay. Yep. That's how that works.
And so if you put those teams in their own little bubble, let them fight it out. Shit. Worst case scenario, like you said, I was just about to say it. Add the HBCUs into the mix.
Yeah, add them too. Tell them come get some work.
Because now what happens is HBCU kids, they got talent too.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're putting everybody on the national stage.
Yep, putting everybody on the national stage. Now it's free for all for everybody. Now everybody can't say that there's favoritism or that somebody's being pushed ahead. Forward.
How about this? This is
Everybody.
even crazier. How about we do this? You get the Power 5, the G5, the FCS, and the SWAC schools. And then you get the champions. You have a 14 bracket, the final four. You have the championship, the champion from the SWAC, the champion from the FCS, championship from the G5, and the Power 5. They all fight it out for a national championship.
Yep, for a national championship. That way we can determine who's
actually the best football team in the country.
Mm-hmm. That way you won't have a situation where there's Alabama and Vanderbilt goes 14-1, or University of Central Florida goes 14-1, and they feel like they're the national championships. And we can see who
we can actually hash it out. Because what would happen if HBCU actually beat a Power 5?
Niggas will lose their fucking mind.
They lose their shit.
Lose their ever-loving mind, I promise you. But that's what we want to see. That's what we'll be here for, right? I mean, and yeah, we get it, right? James Madison went out and got their ass kicked, right? Tulane and all, they went out and got their ass kicked, right? But who's to say that next year, because they already have that taste, that feeling, they already know what the environment is, that a lot of those guys don't return. They go out and get some guys in the portal.
This is
now they're more competitive.
Well, this is the bullshit that I don't like, and that's why I said I was going to talk about James Madison right now. What I don't like what happened with James Madison. Their entire offense hit the transfer portal.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I think only one kid didn't, and that's because he graduated.
Yeah.
Everybody, quarterback all the way down to the receivers, everybody hit the transfer portal. That's not helping James Madison.
Yeah, y'all gotta stay there.
You got to stay there. You got to build that program.
Help your program help you at the end of the day. Like, if y'all want these schools to turn up, if y'all want these schools to be looked at as the level of the Auburns, the Alabamas, the Oklahoma, y'all gotta stay there.
Turn up.
Y'all can't leave the recruiting up to just the school. Y'all can't leave the recruiting up to just the recruiting coach. Go help. Get y'all homies to come to the school with you. Y'all know if y'all get together and like, Mel, we talk about this all the time. How many times if I'm going to a high school, or if I'm playing again on an AAU team, or whatever the case may be, Pop Warner team, how many times we sit up there and convince all our homies, hey, bro, if we all on the same team, bro, can't nobody beat us. Because
what happens is I want to see where the kids are that want to be great. And what I mean by that is, who wants to go turn around a program that has never been turned around?
Do something that's never been done.
Who wants to go to a James Madison and turn that into a destination? You know what it is? Who's going to be the Shador and Travis Hunter to go to Jackson State, turn that into something, go to Colorado? Even though Colorado was a national champion school and all that other stuff, they've been dormant for a very long time.
Very long time.
They brought a different set of juice to the school.
Mm-hmm.
Who's going to do that? Who's going to not go to North Carolina and go to Charlotte?
Mm-hmm.
And when I say Charlotte, I'm talking about the College of Charlotte.
Yeah.
Who's going to go to Charlotte and be like, no. We're going to build this program up.
Yep.
You know what school is doing that? Sacramento State. Sacramento State has that mentality of, we're going to build this from the ground up, and we're going to build this into a powerhouse. I need the James Madisons, the Charlottes, the East Carolinas, those schools, the North Texas, the Texas Tech, the Texas States.
Mm-hmm.
I need those schools to have that same mentality.
Yes. Yes, everybody stay. Build that shit from the ground up. Get y'all homies. Get the younger class. Start hitting the high school. Start talking to the Pop Warner. Start doing y'all due diligence of building the program up so that when you guys come back, y'all can look at y'all hard work and be like, yeah, this is something that we helped build. We helped start the foundation of North Texas being a powerhouse. Right now, everybody wants to come to North Texas. Now everybody wants to come here. Like, start that now so that people can understand. Like, hey, we have something to look forward to coming to this program. Look at the alumni. Look at what they're producing. Look at the money that they're bringing in. That's how it starts.
That's how it starts. All right, let's get to some of this NFL stuff. Do you want to start with the Diggs brothers?
I feel like we have to.
Okay. Let's start with the Digglers. Trayvon Diggs gets released by the Dallas Cowboys. The reasoning why was sketchy for about 48 hours, and then we got the actual reason why Trayvon Diggs was released from the Dallas Cowboys. For those who don't know, I'll sum it up for you real quick. Dallas Cowboys are playing the Commanders in Washington. They're from the Maryland, the DMV area. So he asked coaches if he could stay and hang out with his family. Oh no, I'm gonna chew Josh Allen ass up in 2 seconds. Don't worry about that.
Oh yeah, no, don't worry, we're gonna get there.
It's on its way. It's on its way. Trust me, it's on its way. So Trayvon Diggs said that he wanted to spend time with his family, yada 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 yada. Come to find out, he did not spend time with his family. Went to a rap concert, and it was all good until said rapper posted the pictures on his Instagram that they were wearing matching outfits and all types of craziness at the concert. And when he got back to the facility, Dallas Cowboys asked him about said time with family and if he could produce footage or pictures, video, anything of him spending with the family. And while that was happening, someone in the organization found the pictures on the Instagram of him at the party. He got released within the next hour.
Interesting. Very interesting. Actually, it's not interesting at all. You're a dumbass. Just throw that out there. First and foremost.
Big dumbass.
But how you get fired on your day off?
How you get fired on your day? Well, technically wasn't his day off because he did work that day.
Technically, you worked that day, but I mean, dog, like, what are y'all? I swear,
you got fired for a stupid reason.
The reasons why y'all be getting in trouble or fired or lose out on money, it baffles me.
It baffles.
Like, nigga, your family know what you do. They gotta wait, right? Or so you said, right?
So you said.
This is what you said. So now,
right? Well, yeah, the fact that he got signed by the Packers is kind of dumb, but we'll get to that too.
Yeah, we'll get that in a second. But it's just
because I actually thought he was going to end up going to the Patriots, but we'll talk about that too.
Why not just wait? Honestly, was a concert was that important? Why not just have the nigga pull up to your house? If that's the case. And what's up with the matching outfits? Why you niggas was matching? I don't get that.
I don't get that either.
Like,
and when did y'all plan this out?
That I was going to say. When did you call and coordinate and show us that you was going to be matching with the nigga who was going to be performing on stage? I'm not saying that you feel me is questionable, but all I am saying is it's a little questionable.
I mean, clearly you playing
we matching and he on stage performing and I'm off the stage just kind of dancing and vibing to what he's performing. We got the same outfit on. I'm not saying that's questionable, but I am saying that's questionable. That's crazy.
He's on stage. But
you feel me? But even then, if we both on stage and you rapping and I'm just kind of sitting there, just bow with the same shit on.
And I'm not a rapper.
You know what I mean?
I mean, my thing is, if you planned this out clearly ahead of time, you should have had a better reasoning on why you wanted to stay in this, like in the area. Like you came up with the whole family thing. You could have, bro. You could have anything. You could have missed a flight by accident.
Why you be lying? Just tell them.
Yeah, or just tell the truth. Or just tell the truth.
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Like, look, and a wise man once told me, motherfuckers only lie when they scared. Okay.
This is true.
I'm a grown ass man. Okay. Ain't nobody, what you finna do? Give me a whooping?
Like,
like,
like my thing was, I think y'all were off like a next week. Like you could just be like, look, I'm gonna catch the show at the end of the game. I'll be back in Dallas tomorrow. I'm going first thing smoking in the morning.
or here's what you can do, because you know you're an athlete with money and means and reasons.
Private jet it up.
Hello. Or just be like, hey, since y'all coordinated outfits and shit, I'm assuming y'all got to be friends because y'all sitting there coordinated outfits talking about what y'all finna wear to the same event when you shaking hips and I'm like I said, I'm not saying it's questionable. All I'm saying is it's kind of crazy. Catch him at the next state, at the next city. You feel me? Oh yeah, my boy, what's up with you, dog? Okay, I missed you this time, but whenever you win, you feel me? Bow. I'm gonna fly out there because you know we got the next week off. You feel me? I'm gonna go
for him.
Turn up.
I guess the big deal was it was in DC.
I see, and that's the problem. That's the problem. Oh, yeah, it's in my hood, so I gotta go. Nah, bro, I can't.
Well, it was all about the flex. It was all about the flex. It wasn't about. It was all about the flex.
So you wanted to flex, you and your homie looking alike at his show to everybody in your city. Like I said, bro, when you talk about it and you break it down and you say it out loud and you hear it back, I'm not saying it's questionable. I am saying that it's kind of crazy, Trayvon, because you got to understand how perceptive and outside things be looking. You feel me? So if you on stage or if you're not on stage and your homie rapping or singing and you just kind of sitting up there shaking hips and shit, that's all I'm saying is it looks kind of crazy, bro.
Right. And the only thing that looks crazier than that is your brother choking out a hairstylist.
I just want to know, was the food bad, Stefan? Like, was your steak tough? Is that why you went out and packed out the chef? I'm just trying to figure out.
Oh, was the chef? Was the chef or was the hairstylist? It was the chef.
Yeah, he was beating up the chef because you feel me. She overcooked the shrimp or something. It got to be some crazy shit because ain't no way you punching on and throwing your chef against the wall for, you feel me, for that. I'm not saying I know what happened. All I'm saying is a lot of the times these situations come with sexual favors.
Why don't you just let Cardi do it? Like Cardi is the one that like to crash out.
Maybe Cardi wasn't there because Stefan be having other houses and babies and shit.
Yeah. That part I didn't think about it. Okay, you
know. So I mean, maybe he possibly wasn't there.
And this is where it gets very dicey to me too, as well. Why you got a female chef?
Like I said, it gets crazy because I sometimes or most of the time there be sexual favors involved when it comes to private chefs that are of the opposite sex or opposite gender. So like I said, I don't know. Maybe you feel me. The steak was tough that day.
Was it the steak that was tough?
Maybe something else, and I mean, maybe he asked for steak and she gave pastrami. It's meat references for y'all. Feel me? So I don't know.
So we got the Diggs brothers.
Maybe the steak was stale. I don't know. You feel me?
We don't know. We're still waiting for the details.
Yeah, steak might have had a bad smell on it. He may have came home and been upset because the smell on the steak. You may have left the steak out. You feel me? We know what happens when you leave meat out. Y'all get it. You feel me? I ain't gonna get too much into it. YouTube gonna do some things, but y'all get it. Y'all get the meat references that I'm throwing out there.
Yeah, you know where we're going. You want to talk about Josh Allen? Let's talk about Josh Allen.
Oh yeah, no, we got to talk about Josh Allen. We have to.
Let's get to Josh.
I'm so excited.
Let's get to this bum ass nigga. I've been trying to tell everybody for the past couple weeks to understand that he's terrible.
Horrible.
He's terrible.
Josh?
They should have lost the 3 weeks before they lost to the Eagles. Okay, I told y'all what he does is he plays shitty for 3.5 quarters, and then the other team takes their foot off the gas. He starts doing dumb shit, and everybody's like, "See, that's why he's such a great quarterback because he can come back." And no. Good quarterbacks play good football in the first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, and the fourth quarter. They don't play like garbage for 3.5 quarters. And then when the other team is just bored out of their mind, then you start doing it. But then, did you see the 2-point conversion pass?
Mm-hmm.
Could you imagine if any other quarterback threw that pass? Let Lamar had thrown that pass. Let Jalen Hurts had thrown that. If Shador
Look, I was going to say,
have thrown a pass to a wide open receiver and missed that bad, they would have burnt the fucking networks down. That's how heated everybody would have been. But because it's Josh Allen, oh, well, the receivers aren't that good. And he had to fight all the way back from 13 points down. And fuck Josh Allen.
He's a bum.
Bum.
He's a bum. Oh, I can't. I'm so glad that the Eagles pulled out that game, so I didn't have to hear this bullshit because I knew it was coming. Just Josh Allen, he's so good. They came back 13 down, and you thought the game was over, and he puts the shut up.
Look,
I don't hear that, bro. I'm so glad. I was about to be so mad at the Eagles. There's no way y'all about to fucking do this to me, bro.
I'm gonna give everybody the Bills' possessions throughout the game. Punt, 8 plays in punt, okay? 4 plays in punt, 9 plays in punt, 3 plays in a punt. End of the half, 3 plays in a punt, 8 plays in a punt, 8 more plays in a punt, 5 plays in a punt, 11 plays in the touchdown, 13 plays in the touchdown, end the game. Listen here, man. That is trash. All the way up until 5 minutes and 51 seconds in the fourth quarter. Trash. If anybody else does that, you're cooked. Let Caleb Williams play like that. Let Trevor Lawrence play like that. Anybody not named Josh Allen gets obliterated for playing this bad. But because it's Josh Allen, and if I'm James Cook, I'm a whole nother nigga. I get totally upset where I got to run the ball as much as I do and get inside the red zone, and then you start running quarterback draws so this bum ass nigga can score a touchdown.
Mm-hmm. Well, because he can't throw in the red zone, so you got to do something to make sure that the team score. Should just give it to the running back, who everybody disrespected and said wasn't even a top 10 running back this year, but he's been proving the fact that he's actually a top 5 running back all season.
Shit, but he's number 1. I mean, if we're going by the numbers.
That offense does not run or is not good without James Cook.
If James Cook does not play this season, they don't win as many games as they're only winning because of James Cook.
Literally. Oh, they've always said he has no help. They said he had no help when he had Stephon Diggs and Amari Cooper on the same team.
Right. You got the number 1, you got the leading rusher in the NFL, but he has no help.
Leading rusher in the NFL has no help. You got Gabe Davis, who y'all don't even use. You also have
Shakur, what's his name? Shakir, they don't use. What's his name? He's sitting deep on the bench. I don't know what.
Y'all basically are almost basically about to fucking cut him at this point. Y'all still got Brandon Cooks, mind you.
Still got Brandon Cooks,
but no help. Okay,
no help. But it's crazy. Josh Allen is terrible. But they're not going to call him out on it, and it is what it is. I don't know what to do anymore. When it comes to that,
stay consistent on the Josh Allen is a fraud. That's what I do. right? Every time I see a video, every time I see a take, no, Josh Allen sucks. He's a fraud. Y'all need to go watch tape.
Yeah, they got Kincaid and Dawson Knox.
Both of them. They've
Right.
all, like I said, he's always had help.
There's
He's
weapons all
He's
around. They just
good.
they try to minimize what's around him to make him seem like he's better than what he is.
That's why Stephon left. I've been trying to tell people that for the longest time. Like, y'all wonder why Stephon Diggs and Josh Allen didn't work out. It wasn't because they weren't good together. It was because at every single goddamn drop of dime, they would try to bail out Josh Allen. Oh, well, you're just so good. And
And he couldn't get the ball downfield to Stephon Diggs.
No credit to Stephon whatsoever, because we all know when Stephon came there, Josh Allen's career got better. As soon as they started to give more credit to Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs, like Stephon Diggs isn't the person who made his career better, that's when Stephon was like, all right, bet. We'll see how you can do it by yourself.
We'll see how you do that. Let's see. What else do we have? Browns Steelers. We told y'all that was going to happen. Aaron Rodgers did what Aaron Rodgers does, and which is absolutely nothing. He's terrible as well.
Steelers are a bad team.
Steelers are a bad team.
I just want to let everybody know that trying to stop somebody from getting the sack record over trying
to win a game
is
stupid.
Yeah, that's the dumbest shit ever.
Yeah, you spent more time making sure that there was 3 people blocking Myles Garrett than just actually trying to win the football game.
You're just running your regular offense and trying to win the fucking game.
Stupid.
That's completely asinine.
So now we have to play the Baltimore Ravens week 17 for the division, win, and you're in. And did you watch what happened? Because Jim Harbaugh, because everybody yelled at this dumbass motherfucker from the week before. It was like, just give Derrick Henry the ball.
As they should have.
Did you see what Derrick Henry did when he just got the ball?
Yeah, as they should have. Yeah, because you deserve to be yelled at, John Harbaugh. Yeah, for rightfully so.
Like, yeah, just give him the ball. Like, it's not that hard. Just give him the ball.
Give him the ball.
It's not that hard.
Yeah, but
you make it harder for yourself by not giving him the ball.
An essential early playoff game to get into the playoffs and to win the division when you guys probably should have sold it up last week, but you were too focused on not letting somebody get the record.
Yeah, no, he definitely needs it. He needs 30 carries a game. Very much, because he gets stronger as the game goes on.
As the game progresses, he only gets stronger and better because everybody else gets more tired, but he continues to go. So
nobody wants to keep hitting him, especially when it's cold out. Nobody wants to keep hitting Derrick Henry in the 3rd and 4th quarter. Nobody wants to do that. The Bears 49ers game was a very good game.
That was good. Really good.
Very good game. What was the other game? The Falcons game threw me for a loop. Wasn't sure how that one was going to end up. I thought the Rams was going to walk away with that. They did not. Matthew Stafford threw 2 very bad interceptions, and Bijan Robinson just could not be tackled. Yeah. Which brings me to the Oklahoma guy who's in the thing that I said I was going to bring up. An Oklahoma running back would be Adrian Peterson, who was upset.
Very much so.
That they did not at least give him a chance to get the 200 yards. Running backs are different than a lot of other positions because there are certain things that a running back, if running back is close to 200 yards, let him get the 200 yards. Not too many running backs rush for 200 yards in a game. So the closer you are to that, you want to get him there. Matthew Stafford looked like he didn't look.
No, he didn't look that bad.
He didn't look like that. It was just, it was they're gonna have them. Good games, bad games, it's gonna happen. It just happened to fall on this one. That defense was not there. That defense would really let them down. But it is what it is. What other games did we have? The Tampa Bay Miami game that let me down.
Crazy.
It's that game, but the track was crazy. Like, it was bad. Like, the weather was bad everywhere. Gino, I was at that game. I was at the Giants Raider game. He's terrible, but he did Gino things. Throw interceptions.
Yeah, it was
Way
great.
to go, Gino.
It was great.
Keep that run for the number 1 overall pick alive for the Raiders. So we can trade that, get some more picks, sign Malik Willis in free agency, and get some shit. And I like Deontay Thornton. He said that the young rookies, the young guys that the Raiders have, will be the pulse and the heartbeat of the team moving forward, and they're going to get the Raiders out of the basement.
They need to.
I like that.
I just got to bring in one more guy, and I think we're golden. Bring in one more guy, I think we're golden. Go out the high limit, and I think we're good.
If they can get Arvell Reese or Caleb Downs to help out that defense, get somebody like Malik Willis in free agency, and then shore up a couple pieces on that offensive line, Raiders should be in there. Fuck Geno Smith. Get rid of Pete Carroll.
Yeah.
He's got to go. The names that have been thrown around for the Raiders job, we got Brian Flores.
Yep, heard that a lot.
What's the other guy from Seattle?
Was it Kubiak?
Yeah, Clint Kubiak. And there was another guy who was an offensive guy, another coordinator.
Let's see. Flores, Kubiak. There's another person.
There was I can't think of who it is now.
Yeah, no, there's another person that I'm missing, but I know there was 3 names that we're definitely looking very, very heavily into.
Yeah. I also heard Chucky to the Giants. We'll see how that goes.
I've heard Chucky is gaining a lot of interest, and one Antonio Pierce is also gaining a lot of interest from the Giants.
I can see that. I can see.
Yeah.
That I can see. I would actually like that.
Definitely would like that. Wouldn't be mad at that at all. Even though, still like to see AP back over here.
Well, if he comes, I would like him to come back to the Raiders, but that's a whole nother thing. What I would like to see of them do this: swap picks with the Cleveland Browns, give them a 3rd round pick for Shedeur Sanders, bring back AP, and let's go to work.
Yeah, let's go to work. Let's go to work. Let's go to work.
Okay. So let's get to these last final week of the season. Football is almost done. This is irritating to my
God damn, this is a real bittersweet feeling that the regular season starting to come to the end. Of course, we're getting into the playoffs and nitty gritty, but God damn it, we're gonna have to go another time without our dear love football. But we will do a better job of bringing y'all spring football, aka
the UFL.
The UFL.
100%. Okay, Saturday games. We got 2 of them. And both of these, ironically, are for the division. I believe so. Let me just double check.
I believe they should be.
Yes. Okay. So, first game, Seahawks 49ers, winner gets the division.
49ers should have lost that game last week, but that'll be worked out in the weeks going up to the playoffs because I do think the Bears can beat the Niners just based off that game last week. Caleb, you missed like 2 open receivers in that last fucking play, so don't do that again, all right? Because I need you to beat the Niners so I can talk shit. But with that being said, I'm going to take the Seahawks.
I'm going to take the 49ers in that game. Second game on Saturday, Panthers, Buccaneers for the NFC South.
Ooh, for the division. Oh, man, that's crazy because as much as I love Baker and the Buccaneers, Bryce has made a fan out of me, bro.
No, I like this. That's what I said. I'm torn. Like, I'm very much torn. And this is a win and you're in.
Exactly.
Let me make sure I got this correct. Let's see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, both teams will make the playoffs. Nope. No. I'm lying. Yeah, only one of these teams are making the playoffs. So This is a win and you're in. If you lose, you're out.
Jeez. I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, I'm not gonna lie. I like this, bro. I'm conflicted. I'm torn, but I like this a lot because both of these guys were written off. Baker was written off early in his career. Bryce was written off, early on last year. But man, bro, the perseverance of these two guys just makes the story just that much better. I'm gonna take the Buccaneers because I do think I am gonna lean on experience. But if Bryce Young and the Panthers happen to pull this off, I'm not gonna lie to you. I would love to see it. I'd be happy because
I'm gonna be happy and sad either way on both ends. I'll be happy to see Bryce and the Panthers win the division and get their playoff spot. I'd be happy if Baker wins it and they can continue on into the playoffs. But sad if Bryce loses and sad if Baker loses. So this is a weird one for me, but I'm going to take Tampa. I do believe the health of the Buccaneers is getting better. I know Baker got the shoulder thing, but Mike Evans is back. Godwin is back. I think the health, Bucky Irvin is back. I think them getting healthy helps them.
Are we talking about offensive or defensive?
NFL Rookie of the Year. Seeing that how Emeka Buka started off hot, he cooled off towards the middle to the end of the season. Jackson Dart didn't do much. Cam Ward didn't do much. Shador Sanders should win Rookie of the Year.
I would say it's either Shador. No, I'm just playing. I do think it should go to Ashton Genty though. I do think.
I think if Genty can crack if he can crack 1,000,
I think it should go to him.
I
All
think
the adversity that he had to deal with the Raiders, bad O-line, freaking inconsistent offensive calls and offensive plays, turmoil within the front office. I do think if he amassed 1,000 yards, I do think that it should go to him. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, because I would also say even if Harold Fannin Jr. didn't get hurt, I think he was in the running for it.
Yeah, him and Harold Fannin. Yeah, if Harold Fannin Jr. was a really, really good case as well too. I'm not gonna lie. I think both of them had a really strong cases to get it.
Genty hasn't had 100-yard. Yes, he has.
Yes, he has. He's had
two. I think he's had 2 or 3.
Yeah, I believe 2 or 3.
Yeah, Genty has definitely had it.
He just had one last week.
Yeah, he just had one last. Was it last week? It was last week.
Or 2 weeks.
2 weeks against the Texans. He ran for like $120 on the Texans.
128 on the Texans.
Yeah. I know it doesn't seem like it because he gets hit in the backfield so much that you don't see it. But no, I think he had 200-yard games because I remember the Texans. Who was the other team? Well,
Chicago.
I can't remember. Was it Chicago?
Yeah, because he ran for 138 against Chicago.
Okay. And they play the Chiefs this week. He might need $120. So I think he can get that against the goddamn Chiefs.
I don't doubt that Josh rushing yards and Ashton Genty. That's all they do with him because he can't throw the ball.
Josh Allen has more rushing yards than him, does he?
I don't doubt that at all. Josh Allen can't throw the ball, so they might want to do something to make him look remotely successful.
No, he doesn't. Josh Allen has 500 rushing yards.
Like I said, wouldn't be surprised because they got to do something to make Josh Allen look good. And the only way Josh Allen looks remotely good is when he runs.
Browns Bengals on Sunday.
Give me the Browns to finish off the season with a win.
Yeah, I'm Shador finish off the season with a bang with 2-game win streak. Josh Allen is MVP. No, he is not.
The furthest thing from the MVP, actually.
He is nowhere clear. He is nowhere close to MVP voting this year. That's just crazy. I'm gonna take the Browns. 2-game winning streak going into the end of the season. Him solidifying himself as the franchise quarterback going into next season, unless the Browns do something absolutely Browning and do something stupid. But It's the Browns. We never know.
Exactly.
So we're gonna have all off season to figure this bullshit out.
And honestly, if we're being realistic, the MVP of the league right now is he's in Josh Allen's league. He's just not on the team. That team. He's on another team.
You think Drake May gets the MVP?
At this current point, yeah.
Okay. I mean, I'd say him, Stafford.
Yeah, that's where I'm going. Him, Stafford, and
I would have gave it to Jonathan Stewart
if he would have continued the way he was
but he tapered off.
Yeah.
Shit. I might give it to I might consider James Cook.
So yeah, no. I mean, we're being completely honest.
If we're being completely honest, he's not. Josh Allen's not even the MVP best. He's not even the front runner MVP person on his team.
Yeah, he's not even. Yeah, say he's not even the best player on his team right now. If we're being completely real.
Chiefs, Raiders. I'm only taking the Chiefs because I need the Raiders to continue losing. If the Raiders lose this game, they lock up the number 1 overall pick.
They do.
But you know how this goes.
Geno's not playing. Kenny Pickett should be playing.
They haven't made a decision on if it's going to be AOC or baby hands.
It should be baby hands if we want to lose this game.
I think baby hands is a try hard. I think we go with AOC and just let him throw this shit all over the fucking field.
I think him being a tryhard is what gets him in trouble, and I think that's the reason why we ultimately lose the game to the Chiefs if they start baby hands. But I feel like if they start AOC, he might try to go out there with a little something to prove because he may be on the move as far as getting a backup job next year somewhere else. I don't know. Matter of fact, just don't go out there with a quarterback.
Hey, just go Wildcat the whole game.
You feel me? Just let my boy Ashton get to his little 1K. You feel me?
And then pack it up.
You feel me? We cool.
Let him get his 120 yards and pack it up.
Yeah, exactly. We can have Kenny and AOC with Dante on the sideline and baby Bo Jackson over there just practicing, getting their hands up. That's it.
Can we go into next season and make sure Cedric Jackson plays?
Yeah, please. Because obviously the kid has talent. He's tremendously talented, and it's crazy that he sat on the
so
big
good. It's insane how good he is.
Actually, crazy how good he is, and he showed flashes of this in preseason. He should be playing.
Please. Okay. Commanders, Eagles. Nothing on the line here.
I feel like the Eagles go in and win this game, and then find some way to complain about them winning this game.
That's all, because Washington has nothing to play for. The Eagles already have the division locked up. So
yeah. And I still think the Eagles find some way to complain about them winning this game. I don't know, but the Eagles are going to win. I just feel like you can't please Eagles fans.
No. We have Colts, Texans. Let me just see why this is. Nope, Colts were eliminated from the playoffs last week with that loss. So nothing on the line here. No, wait a minute. I think the Texans are still playing for the division. Hold on. Yes, Texans are still playing for the division. So Texans need to win. So Texans need to win this game.
Yeah, because the Jags. That's right. I'm gonna go Texans. That defense has been lights out. But with the coach working in the new young quarterback, I don't see it particularly going well. So
no, this is gonna be an ugly game.
Yeah, I think the Texans are gonna pull this out.
Yeah. Giants, Cowboys. I'm gonna take the Cowboys in this because
I need them to win so they are close to us in this draft.
You know what? You're right. I need the Giants to win just to ensure if the Raiders do fuck this up, the Giants still won.
Yes. There you go. That's my point. There you go. So I'm going for.
Yep. Giants win. Let's go New York. Go New York. Go New York. Go.
Go New York. Go.
Falcons, Saints.
It's actually tough because both these teams have been playing pretty solid down the stretch. A lot of Saints fans are believing in Tyler Show, whatever the fuck his name is, as of lately.
They can believe in that 87-year-old nigga if they want to.
You can say they can believe in 45-year-old quarterback. Chris Olave is not playing. He had blood clots in his lungs.
Fuck, he get blood clots in his lungs.
I don't know. That man got the health. He literally has the health of a Great Dane. Because
that shit is terrible. He be getting the worst shit. I'm gonna take the Falcons in this.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Falcons. I think Bijan comes off of a strong week.
I think he gets his 200 this week.
Yeah, I think the Falcons heard. They said they listened to AP, heard that, and they probably won't give him his 200 this week.
Packers Vikings. Does this have any playoff implications? No, it does not.
Last week.
So the Packers are already in the playoffs, and the Vikings are eliminated. So this has nothing to do with nothing. Yeah.
But
so I'm still going to take the Packers because Malik Willis is trying to get a job.
Yes, go Pack, go! Because I'm evaluating the Raiders' future starting quarterback, and that's what I want to see is Malik Willis. I want to see if we should go out and get a free agent quarterback, or if we should draft a quarterback. I'm on the free agent side still.
Definitely don't draft a quarterback, but we will have our draft. And now, once everything is settled and we know what it is, we will have our inside the huddle draft board and all that good stuff.
Oh yeah, and stay tuned for next week because we will be doing postseason awards, so MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, Comeback Player of the Year, all that, Coach of the Year.
Yep.
Make sure we got y'all next week. Don't even worry about
next week. Yep. We're not doing it based off the NFL. Fuck them. We're gonna do ours.
Off our time. Also, we do got the Hall of Fame finalists because we know that's been a hot topic. We do got that coming up next week as well because you already know we going to talk about it.
Yeah, because there's always some nigga that's getting in that shouldn't be in there. Titans, Jaguars. Jaguars need to win this game to win the division. I'm gonna take Jacksonville.
They've been looking really good as of lately.
Rams, Cardinals. I think the Rams need to play. I think the Rams got to play this shit out too. Yeah, no, the Rams.
I think they damn near need this to either be tied with.
They're locked into the playoffs. They can't move up. Only either San Francisco or Seattle can win the division.
All right. Well, I mean, they probably then. I don't know. Actually, Sean McVay said everybody playing. So yeah, no, give me the Rams.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Rams. They're probably gonna play the first half.
Yeah, no. Sean McVay was like, niggas, I don't give a fuck. They lost his last game to the Rams. Sean McVay, he had the look in his face like, yeah, no, these niggas is playing. So I got the Rams convincingly. I ain't gonna lie to
you. Next up, we got the Broncos, Chargers. Nothing for here. Broncos already locked up the division, so they're good. So this game, I don't think anybody's really going to play in this game.
Yeah, it's probably going to be battle of the backups, but I'm going to go with the Chargers.
Yeah, I'm going to go Chargers as well. Patriots, Dolphins.
Pats, because I still think that they.
I was going to say, I think Vrabel's going to play everybody just to be.
Yeah, that's just the way Vrabel is. Nigga, I don't give a fuck what record it is. We're going to play, and y'all going to get that shit in.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Patriots as well. Bears, Lions. I am going to take the Bears.
The Bears. Caleb gets his 300 this week again, like he did last week, and the Bears finally get a fucking 4K passing quarterback.
That's literally what I was looking at. I was like, let me see how far away Caleb is of getting his 4K. Caleb needs exactly 270 yards.
Mm-hmm. He had 330 last week. Remember we said he had like maybe like six something. He had 330 last week because he had to get over 300-yard game. He got that. Now he's gonna finish it out, and the Bears gonna have a 4K passing quarterback.
Yep. So he'll put to bed the longest streak in NFL history of a team not having a 4,000-yard passer.
Yep.
Let's go, King Lightskin.
Yes, sir. Y'all see it.
Jets, Bills. I'm being so ignorant right now, just so everybody.
Do it. I don't care. I don't even care.
I'm being so ignorant right now.
I don't even care. I don't even care.
I'm taking the Jets.
Yeah, I don't even care. I don't even care. I know it sounds crazy, and I know
It does sound crazy, and it feels crazy saying it.
Stupid, and this is like the most heartfelt hating pick ever. But I don't.
It is. It is.
Give me the Jets.
It is. Brady Cook. Let's do it.
Yeah, Brady finna cook. So let him cook.
Let him cook. Sunday, the late game Sunday for the division. The winner is in, loser is out. Ravens, Steelers.
I'm glad that y'all made this the Sunday night game and understood the implications about this game and how this is damn near the Super Bowl. I'm so glad, NFL. Thank you for getting it right, because y'all was fucking up the past 2 weeks. I ain't gonna lie to you, y'all. All right.
And how do you feel of certain announcers? I'm not going to say who they are or anything like that. Saying that they should not play Lamar in this game, even though the division and their playoff lives are on the line.
Is he healthy?
About 80%, 70%.
He's playing.
I mean, I'm with you. I'm like, we got to win this fucking game.
Yeah, no, we got to win this game. He's playing.
Now I'm gonna limit the things that we're gonna do.
Yeah, we're gonna
Lamar. I killed that nonsense last week. Lamar doesn't miss games in December
unless he's hurt.
Unless he's literally, and he's on. That was 2 seasons.
Yeah, unless he's legitimately injured. But if he's not injured, then I'm pretty sure Lamar's gonna want to play. He wanted to play last week, but they didn't let him play.
Right. Now, I just have the same game plan as they did with Snoop Hundley. Yeah. Derrick Henry left, Derrick Henry right, Derrick Henry up the middle. Mm-hmm. Then for the wrinkle, we're gonna fake it to Derrick Henry, bootleg, throw it to the tight end.
Yeah. Yep. That's the recipe.
Yep. That's where it's gonna go. And defense, just beat up on Aaron Rodgers. That's all.
Yeah.
If DK's not playing.
Yeah, I was gonna say DK's not playing. Yeah, he can't.
Nope.
Focus on the run game.
But and Ty Warren, that he's a little guy.
Yeah, focus on the run game, get stops.
And that's that.
You ain't got nothing to worry about, Marlon Humphrey. So nigga, y'all better do something. Feel me?
Yep.
No, I'm going with Lamar. We're gonna tie the division side of the playoff spot. Going to the playoffs with a healthy quarterback.
And that will conclude the 2025 NFL football season. And like I said, next week we'll get into all of our awards. What we got right. I'm gonna steal it from Colin. What we got right, what we got wrong.
Mm-hmm.
We'll go over it. We'll do our season recap.
Yeah.
Next week.
Most definitely. Season recap, awards, Hall of Fame finalists. Yeah, you already know how it's coming, man. And then, of course, you already know, college football, we're getting down to that mode, getting down to that time. What national championships coming up. So you already know we're going to have y'all going crazy on that. And then
speaking of which, let me we didn't get those games. Let me backtrack, brother. Let me backtrack. We're going to have no, those games won't happen because when is the 9th? That's next week. So this is next week Friday. So those games come on next Friday? Hold on, let me see. The 8th and the 9th. Okay, so we'll have time. We won't have no college football stuff until.
Oh, okay, for sure. Yeah. So we got time. Bet. Well, you already know what it is. Make sure you guys keep tuning in, keep locking in with us. You already know we're not gonna stop till we get that goddamn plaque in the back. So keep coming back so we keep going up. Make sure you guys tune into the rest of the shows throughout the rest of next week, because you already know we back with a clean slate, basket to basket, gentlemen's talk, basket to basket, off the glass and inside the mother freaking huddle. You already know what it is, man. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. Appreciate everybody in the comments. Appreciate everybody watching. Happy New Year. We'll see y'all next week.
Yeah. Oh, matter of fact, hold on. I guess I did fuck it up. My calendar was all wrong. I was on the wrong year. My bad. Thursday's the 8th, and then the 9th is Friday. So, we got Oregon. Oregon, Indiana, Friday, right before the show.
Right before the show? That's beautiful.
Right before the show.
And that's a rematch. I'm going to stay with my dogs. I said that this is the year that I feel like Oregon, if there's any year that Oregon can do it, I feel like this is the year. So I'm going to stick with my dogs and stay Oregon.
I am going to say this game will determine who's going to win the national championship.
I think so too.
The winner of this game wins the national championship. If Oregon wins, national championship. If Indiana wins, national championship. I am going to stick with my guns. I'm going to take Indiana. Indiana has been the best team in the country all year long. They will finish this off with a national championship.
I feel that. And I'm really going into that game to evaluate both those quarterbacks because a lot of people say the Raiders are high on both those quarterbacks. I think Dante stays, but obviously Fernando's coming out. We'll see just how good he is when it comes to competition. That's just going to get better and better.
Fuck Fernando Mendoza. Ole Miss Miami on Thursday.
Damn. Give me old.
Fuck Carson Beck. I'm gonna go with Ole Miss.
Yeah, I don't like Carson Beck. I would go with Miami if Carson Beck wasn't quarterback. Give me Ole Miss because they've been playing some really great football, and this only proves the point that the fucking committee should not have left Florida State out of the playoffs a few years ago. Does not matter who you lose. All that matters is who you have and whoever's going to line up across from you. Ole Miss is proving that right now.
Yep, and like I said, we'll have those games. The Oregon game might end as soon as the show starts on Friday.
Yeah, I think so.
We'll get to all that. But once again, thanks for everybody stopping in. T3, Dre, the Oklahoma fan, number one Oklahoma fan, everybody watching on the YouTube, on Facebook. Shout out to everybody listening on Hot Knee Radio.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you. I was going to say the other ones, but I'm not going to do it. Hot Knee Radio. Hot Knee Radio is where we are. That's what we do. Appreciate everybody for coming through. It's about that time.
Yeah, come on, push your button.
Push the goddamn button.
Push the goddamn button.
Yeah, that's the rapper we done cooked up to play. Inside a hood where the drip don't fade. Big vibes only when we step on the mic. Breaking down the game while we talking that. Hit follow if you rockin' with the style we bring. 5 stars on deck, let the podcast sing. We slide out smooth like a route run clean. Inside the huddle, too fresh, too mean. Catch y'all next time, same swag, new scene.